just about 28 minutes after the hour of 11 o'clock. And, you know, I said a little earlier that we were going to, we were having some technical difficulties and we weren't able to do man versus woman. But, you know, our team is always working hard to fix things when they break, or sometimes just break it more. But nevertheless, we are going to have man versus woman today. It's a shortened version, and I have a special guest today. So Flawless is not here. Good morning, Miss Thompson. Good morning.
Good morning.
And of course, welcome to the set. Welcome to Man versus Woman.
It's my pleasure to be here.
It's man versus woman. You're supposed to defend it. What do you think? You think it's supposed to be woman versus man?
I think so.
You think so? Mm-hmm. Well, if you come here and you don't know, if you're not sure, then I think you're already losing the battle there.
It's woman versus man.
You sure?
You know that.
No. It's man.
Woman versus
listen to me.
man.
Don't make me take my rib from you today.
It's always
Don't make me take my rib. If I take my rib
women,
from you,
what do you say?
If I take my rib from you, what have you? They're not listening to you. Man versus woman today, and of course, we gotta apologize for the late start. We were having some tech difficulties, but we fixed them. We're ready to go. We have a special guest, and she's shining, she's smiling, a big bright smile. If you see the smile, my people. Today's situation, you had a chance to go it over.
Yes, I did.
And what do you think, first of all?
It's like a very sticky situation.
A sticky situation?
Very sticky.
Oh, boy. Let me, with no further ado, let us get into the situation. You want to do the honors or you want me to do the honors? You want me to go ahead? It says, good morning, guys. I am having a slight difficulty here, and I hope I am not overreacting over the whole thing. I'm missing my glasses. I can hardly see my phone. Them days
I recently broke up with my boyfriend after I got to know that he had another girl pregnant for him.
The thing is, he and I have a 5-year-old together, and the breakup was very difficult for both of us.
So being down in the blues, I decided to talk to someone about my problems. A friend of mine told me I should talk to our pastor, since we all see him as some sort of shepherd.
Some sort of shepherd.
Some sort.
I like that. I like how
that's
they
the
put that
operative phrase right there.
Yeah, some sort of shepherd to the flock. Okay, I think I know where we go with this already. It says that said, that I did. But he keeps on telling me he is busy, and the only time he can call me is in the evening time.
I agreed to that, and he called one evening, and I told him what was going on.
Right.
He offered some advice, but then the calls began coming in later and later at night.
This is when I get up from here and leave the room. Enough said. This is when I get up and actually leave the studio and say, you know what?
I'm with you.
I don't want to go any further. It says sometimes he asks questions like, what are you wearing? And when last you did it?
Really
then he just brushed those remarks aside and continued talking as if he didn't say anything.
I am feeling kind of uncomfortable because now he is suggesting he comes over to my place so we could talk over my problems.
No, I think I definitely need to leave the room. What would you suggest is going on? Well, you need to ask that question, my girl. My lady, first of all, let me address the pastor. Like it was mentioned earlier in the situation that you are supposed to be a shepherd to the flock. But I see some kind of wolf movement going on here.
There you go, right there.
Is it that pastor want to eat one of the sheep?
It seems that way to me.
Pastor want to make curry goats.
It seems that way to me.
I mean, why do you have to call the young ladies? I mean, I understand you're busy, but you yourself supposed to set limits for yourself in terms of time.
That's right.
You're supposed to say to your congregation, people, I am here for you, but let me tell you, there's no mention of him having a family, but I'm assuming that he does have a family. My cutoff time is 9 o'clock because I have my family to attend to.
That's right.
Why is it that you now in turn are calling people at late hours of the night to deal with their problems.
I would believe he doesn't have a family. He's
You
alone. He
believe
sounds like
so?
a lonely man to me, based on what
So he wants to talk when he's lonely?
I guess so.
You know when people are lonely, there's a sick companion, and when they get together, they just do the wrong things.
That's right. But as a pastor, why would you be calling somebody that late at night?
Let me play devil's advocate here, though. What if he is single, and he just sees this young lady as maybe somebody who maybe he can get to know and ultimately become...
Yeah, I agree, but don't be a sneak about it. Yes, be open, and don't have the young lady thinking all kind of things.
Feeling all kinds of funny. And a lot of times too, let me tell you, these are some of the things why people stop going to church now, because maybe now she starts feeling uncomfortable.
Right.
Because she's not sure what's going on. She's not sure what exactly is going through his mind. So she feels uncomfortable, and that means that maybe Sundays she might not want to come to church because when she see you...
To make it worse, she might not be interested in him. And to see that he might be coming on to her, you know, that's another story right there.
Look, I believe that as a man, this is man versus woman, that pastors, preachers, we're all humans. And we all share the same feelings, we have the same wants in life, right? Some of us, because of who we are and what we do for a living, we're better able to control our feelings, our sentiments than others.
That's right.
I.e. the people in church. Some of them. But then again, you from time to time hear these horrible stories about pastors who take advantage of women because of their position.
Yeah, but at the same time, as you just said, you know, they are human beings, and human beings are prone to make mistakes, but, and not just make mistakes. They're prone to do foolishness. Yes.
I do believe you, and I agree with what you're saying, but I still believe that a man of the cloth supposed to be in a different frame of mind than me or any ordinary person. Vitus, he's supposed to be in a different frame of mind than us. You're supposed to be able to hold it together, because look, if in fact, and by no means we're all perfect, and that's one of the whole biggest teachings of the Bible, right? And we do fall short, but on the most part, we are supposed to be the ones that everyone look up to, everyone want to be, everyone want to follow, because guess what? You've read, studied, and understand the ways of the Bible, understand how a Christian is supposed to conduct himself or herself a lot better than us, because you're the teacher.
That's where you find the falling away of the saints, as they would put it.
Right.
You've been into
but so many
Christendom.
Of them
come on, as you say, human beings.
There's a lot of them
as you
falling
say,
away.
human beings.
A lot of them are falling away.
Let me tell you what has happened. I believe has happened over the years. Based on preaching, people are prone to believe that Christians should be this perfect, spotless.
That's the image that they portray.
That's what I'm saying.
That's the image
they
portray
They portray that image, and then they are not able to hold up to it.
So do as I say, and not as I do.
I guess that's it.
You were saying some of them.
Some of them, they do the stuff. They hide away, but yet still, within their mind, they know, that it is wrong.
Yeah, they know that it's wrong.
But they have placed the bar so high that they themselves cannot hold up to it. So when it comes down to the nitty-gritty, they are caught, and then they look bad. It's not
we have seen. I remember as a little boy, my mother used to shed tears on a Sunday when Jimmy Swaggart come on TV.
Yeah.
Yes, and
oh boy.
doing that, we talk about the Tammy Faye Bakers, Tammy Fake Baker. We have recent times. We talk about people like Dollar Flo or Flo Dollar, whatever his name is.
Creflo Dollar.
Teflon or More Dollar.
Creflo
whatever.
Dollar.
He wants more dollars for his plane. I mean, these are people who, as black people, and I'm not saying that we are the only race, but we are very religious people. And when black people decide that they're going to follow our pastor, they will lay down their last dollar.
That's right.
For him to walk on.
Yeah.
And that's the case a lot of times. And not only do these people, a lot of them take advantage of our generosity or whatever it is you want to call it. They take advantage of us emotionally too.
But it is our fault though, we allow them to do it. We allow them to do it, and they come on the basis of love and care. Once as a human being, once you find that you are in an environment that is filled with love and care, you gravitate towards it, and that's where the loyalty comes in. You find that you lay down your life for these people, right? And they know it. They know that once you show people love, once you show them care, then you have them in the palm of your hands. But at the same time though, you have those that are genuine. And
I was just about to get to that. I was just about to say there's some of them, there's quite a few who are genuine as it can be.
Yes.
But to me, it seems that the larger amount of them are ones who are there just for the benefits, and that's what it works out to. They have people at their advantage. They can take some of them. They try to brainwash, especially the younger members of their churches.
As you say, wolf in sheep clothing.
Wolf in sheep clothing. And and I think this is what's happening here, because here's a young lady who saw, and not just her, because she was referred to her by a friend. Go to the pastor and talk to him. So which means that people in that church have faith in you, they believe in you.
Yes.
And this young lady come to you because she have a situation where she end up leaving her relationship because of infidelity, and she has a child of that relationship. She said it wasn't easy for me. And she struggled for a while to find someone to confide in. And here you are telling her, oh, I can't call you early, I have to call you. What you calling her late for?
Late for, exactly.
Why is it now you want to come at her home?
You're more busy than anybody else during the days.
How busy can you be? If you want to talk to her, let's say for instance, on a daily basis, you schedule a half hour to call sister so-and-so, are you okay? How's everything going? Just remember the Bible says this about this, the Bible says that about that, and you speak to her. You don't ask her what she wearing.
Yeah,
what does that have to do with the Bible?
That's way off the chain right there.
That's like the wolf crawling.
That's a no right there.
The wolf crawling into the sheep pen, and when he going on the fence catch the little the fake sheep face and
just pulling it off.
Yeah.
But that's a red flag right there.
Listen to me, young lady. As much as the pastors in some of our churches are the right people to go to, not all of them.
Exactly.
Right? Clearly he has ulterior motives. And like you said, you just want to know what to do. I would test him. I definitely would put him to the test. Because obviously right now you're having a gut feeling that he's up to no good. That's the reason why you reach out to us.
So what kind of test would you put him
There's all kinds. There's all kinds. It's up to her to try to figure out a way to know for sure if he's been genuine or not.
But it's simple. Just you see, that's the thing about us. We beat around the bush. Come out straight and ask the man what are you up to.
But then he would deny it. He would try to retract and say, well, that's not what I meant by when I said that. You know what I mean?
Well, as
you're giving him the opportunity now to sort of pull his head back into his shell and hide.
But sometimes testing them can be very dangerous.
Well, if she wants to know for sure whether or not, and it's not just a matter for the situation, so that she knows how to approach him from there going forward.
Well, another suggestion is she could prolong the conversation that he always initiates, and then she take it from there.
Then she can decide for herself. I'm not saying that she can set him up to that everybody can know and embarrass him.
No. It's for her own personal
purpose. And then you will get a better idea as to whether or not pastor is being pastor because he is pastor, or pastor is being pastor because he wants to eat pasta. You're like, oh, you put that right. I'm getting really good at this, But that would give her a good idea
Yes.
as to what pastor is up to. And again, there's so many of them out there that are doing this, especially with the younger girls.
Right.
And boys. Don't forget the boys too,
And boys too.
And then they use their power to hush these people up.
That's true.
Nobody ain't gonna believe you. I as the pastor here, who you think they're gonna believe, you or me?
And the
funny enough,
and when they do these things and people do the hush up kind of thing, you find that it continues.
Of course it
but
does.
if one person would just stand up and say something, you would find that it's a whole string of persons that this has been happening to.
Waiting there
Yes.
for the opportunity to say something. And I always remember people, whenever you are in these situations, whether it's in the church or in life itself, outside of the church, when you sweep it under the rug or you keep it to yourself, you're leaving the door open for somebody else to go through the same thing.
Exactly.
Be your brother's keeper. Be your brother's keeper. It's a sad thing to see that these people are actually reaching out for help, and you are taking, advantage. This one says, "My girl, be the wolf catcher, be the zookeeper."
Exactly.
Enemies and friends alike.
Yes.
A little Nasio Fontaine lyrics there, boy. I tell you. If you want to date the lady, say so.
Right.
But you are past and you should know different than act according. Listen, I am not saying, because right now she's single. She's not with a significant other. Again,
let me be the devil's advocate too. What if pastor is just trying to test the waters? He's just trying to
come out and
see
say
if,
what
see if he's probably shy, and he's trying to see
then
if
his shyness is gonna
if
make
the girl
him
would gravitate towards him. If he puts out a little word here and a little word there.
But I think he's choosing the wrong words though. What are you wearing at night? Of course she's wearing her pajamas. Whatever it is, whether it's a bleached out old t-shirt.
Well,
of course she has her pajamas on. And some ladies at night, they get comfortable. They rather be without underwear when they're comfortable. Of course, it might be a situation like that. So what do you want to hear? Oh, I'm dressed for work tomorrow. I'm ready already. That's not what you're going to hear. You're going to hear me in my pajamas. Oh, I'm just wearing a little t-shirt. And guess what? I don't like to sleep with underwear.
He went as far as to ask her, when last did you...
Even that... What are you trying to get, a confession out of this young lady?
The man trying to put in his application, man. What happened to you?
I don't think it's the application he's trying to put in, I think he's trying to put in something else, but not an application. Well, it might be an application, but not on paper.
Oh, God.
It might be an application, you're right. But he's
definitely trying to put in something there.
Listen, Pastor, if you're listening, one of the things I hate is when people come to you with problems and they come to you because they respect you and they come to you because they think that you might have, based on your experience, might have something to offer, to lend to them, to help them get through their situation. And people see that as an opportunity to take advantage of people. I hate that with a passion.
Yeah.
And I think this is a clear case here.
Yes.
Right? The young lady, as she said, she's been in a relationship for so long. The boyfriend made some mistakes, and it was the type of mistake that she didn't want to forgive because, and she decided that, look, I'll go my way. It was painful. She said, I have a 5-year-old daughter to work with, to still take care of, to still explain what's going on with mommy and daddy. And she was fair. She said it was hard for both of us.
Yes.
So obviously she has values, She has values and she wanted to stick to her values, and now reaching out to you for help. Let me take this call. Hitz FM, good afternoon, you're live.
Yes, good morning, sir.
Good
morning to the sister station also.
All right, good morning.
Good morning. My views on that. I want to know if that pastor hasn't got a wife or if he's single.
Well, that's what I would like to know.
No, I just want to know, because it's not much pastors you'll get that's single.
That's single?
Mostly all pastors are married.
All right.
And I want to know if that pastor is a single man or if he has a wife.
True, good question.
Because why you call in a person and ask the person what she's wearing or what he's wearing and stuff like that? That means you have intention. That means things getting closer and closer. So that means one of them seeing eye on one of them. Eye contact going on already. Right? And I agree with that. I agree with her when the child asked her about what's about daddy and stuff like that.
Right.
She never lied to that child, and she come out straightforward and tell the child what's going. But this young lady, I want her to know if that pastor is single, and that's my take on it.
All right, thank you very much for your contribution. And that's true. I mean, majority of pastors, especially older pastors, they have their wives and their family.
Yes.
So which means that maybe he's looking to eat outside of his home, Pastor, be careful.
Something on the side.
Because if I find out, I will say your name. Asylum is a harsh reality of things, That's what it is with me. I give it to you like it is. I don't like to sugarcoat anything, because when you sugarcoat things, people just take it the wrong way. The young lady came to you. Her friend encouraged her to come to you for help. She wanted your support. And now it seems as if you're looking to take advantage of her. And I'm glad that she's smart enough to catch on to you early, because a lot of them won't.
Yeah. And I'm just reading here where she says that he is now suggesting
that he comes and visit.
He comes over to her place so they could talk over the problem. So what he wasn't talking enough on the phone.
And if you've been calling her time and time again, you would have had a good idea as to what her problem is already.
Exactly, because whenever he suggests, whenever he asks her questions like, what are you wearing and these kind of things, he then changes the subject and go back to the meat of the matter.
So he knows what he's about.
He's a snake.
He knows what he's about. He knows
wolf.
business, and guaranteed, I can almost guarantee that you're not the only one, or you're not the first.
Right. Because
the man is well articulated.
So easy to do.
He's smooth. He knows his way. He knows what he's doing, or what he has been doing. I pray for him. Maybe that's what you need to do. Pray for your pastor.
Exactly, that's what she needs to do.
Pray for your pastor.
Pray for him.
Because he definitely needs help.
Exactly what she needs to do.
He needs help. Taking advantage of the woman like that. I mean, I believe that and there's not even anything that's there to reprimand these pastors when they do
but I
always another church, move to another congregation. That's the easiest thing.
I was just about to say, if I'm sure that it's not just once or twice that he has done it, which would because if he's going to go as far as to suggest coming over, it means that it is something that is ongoing.
Right.
Why did she allow it to go that far to the point where he's now saying that he would like to come over?
Well, maybe she was having doubts about what the messages that he was sending.
Somebody asking you what you wearing at night
and listen. I could probably ask you that and not think nothing of it, depending on the conversation we're having,
Asylum, you're going to ask me, what are you wearing? When last have you done it?
Well, that's different. I mean, he could make it sound like he's trying to get a confession out of her. Some of these guys are smooth, so that he can pray for her, so that, all things will be good tomorrow. These guys are smooth, they're very smooth.
Yeah, when last have you done it? Okay, all right, I can understand that. When last have you done it? Yeah. Okay, I did it, so I passed. Okay, let me pray for you. But
yes,
what are you wearing? At that hour tonight, she would be in bed. What are you wearing?
Maybe he's the type of pastor who would rather pray for her if she was dressed properly, as opposed to a vest, a cut-off vest, and no brassiere and no underwear. So he'd rather her dress properly so that he can pray for her.
Come on, now you.
Devil's advocate.
I see.
But I highly disagree with myself too, though. I'm telling you, even though I'm saying that, I'm just being devil's advocate, giving him the benefit of the doubt. We have to give him the benefit of the doubt.
I understand.
Right? But at the same time, we as human beings, as adults, would probably say that that's not the reason why he asked those questions.
She should have, I think,
because I'm not saying that it's entirely impossible for a pastor to be that caring. Maybe he's going to.
Too caring if you ask.
Maybe he wants to share. He wants to share now. Caring is sharing. But, young lady, you know, I think you're doing all the right things. You were in a relationship that had some issues, and you decided to move away from them because of whatever reason. Maybe it's just the way you were brought up. You're the type of person who don't put up with these type of things, and I commend you.
Yes.
And again, it's important that when we do have issues in our lives, no man is an island. We don't know it all. That we have somebody that we can go to and talk to. A lot of times, though, when people are going through issues and they come to you, they don't necessarily always want an advice.
That's right.
Sometimes it's a silent listening ear.
That's right.
Okay. Yes, my girl.
Yes.
Just somebody to hear them
just
vent.
so that they can they can vent. That's the word I'm looking for. That's
we always tend to want to have
give advice.
An analysis.
I know better. So
than
this is the way it's done.
Right? No, not always. People.
It's not. We don't have a one size fits all in this world. That's all.
And a lot of times, the people who we go to for advice is not because we think that they have answers to our problems. It's just because we trust them. We feel comfortable with them.
Yes.
They might not even be the sharpest knife in the drawer.
Yeah.
But because it's somebody who's humble or somebody you look up to.
That's right. That's true.
Or somebody who have been through a lot and maybe they might, understand what you're saying.
Yeah.
But it doesn't mean that you want advice from them. Good morning, I'm saying afternoon.
Yes, the lady wrote the letter, but as if I want to know who have the problem, who needs the help, if it's the girl or the pastor.
I think the pastor. Well, he needs it.
Who do you think? Who do you think?
Because some of us we look up to these people for help, and we have some kind of comfort, to them. But the man needs, as if he needs more help.
True.
If I was a girl, I wouldn't call him once. If I call him once and he tells me that he will never hear from me again.
Excellent.
He wouldn't hear from me again. So she kind of brought it onto herself because she continued calling him. And I wouldn't speak to him again.
Well, I think she mentioned that he calls her and he's calling her later and later every time.
They have an easy fix to that, block and delete. He not know faster.
I like you.
It's that block and delete.
I blocking and deleting.
I like you. And what about church? What about church and
wearing? You probably want to know what she wearing so you can cover it with the blood of Jesus. Anyway.
That was good. Even I couldn't come up with that.
Oh my goodness.
All right, thank you very much for that very entertaining call. We have another caller here. Hitz FM. Good afternoon. Good
hello,
day.
Hello, good day.
Yes.
Imagine that they're listening to that program there, the topic, and I said I'm not going to call. But you see that caller that just called there? My goodness, she made my day.
So what do you think the pastor looking for?
The pastor looking for a place for him to comfort himself, man.
To comfort himself?
Yes.
So
you have to be calling my wife all night to find out what she's wearing. I'll tell you something, any pastor that tried that, I ain't telling him nothing. I waiting for the Sunday morning. I walking into the church. And as soon as he take the Bible and pretend that he's going to preach, because that is a false preacher, false pretender, I giving him one hard slap. And if it's the Holy Ghost name that he's using, I give him a slap in the Holy Ghost. If it's in Jesus' name, he'll get a slap in Jesus' name.
No,
because a lot of them are too hypocrite.
Oh, Jesus.
You have a problem between you and your husband, right? You are supposed to sit and talk about it. You can't sit and talk about it. Walk the beach, take a little drive around. Go to the Sulphur Springs, look at the moonlight and them kind of things. The moment you're going to add another party into it, it's not that you're going to make. You think I will call the pastor wife and tell her that I have a problem? We need to talk. His wife. You think I can do that?
As a man, you mean as a man? You mean as a man in the congregation? If you went to a pastor's wife and say you have a problem, you need to talk. He might have a problem with you.
He might have a problem with me. Let me tell you something. I am not trusting any pastor, any preacher man. None at all. And I give them a warning already. Do not come by my home.
That's a bit drastic.
Remember I told you a couple of years back, I was doing some work at home and some people came and whatever, and then they started talking to me. I gave them some of my time because I was welding something on my truck. Now, you know, the welding is not good because the flash can, you know, affect your eye and so on.
Right.
So I gave them a little time, you know, so we can discuss. My wife passed them and telling me, for example, women are not supposed to wear things that pertain to a man because the lady have a pants on and she look unwell from the behind.
Your wife?
Yes.
So you watching your wife? You done scope out your wife there already?
So the man... No problem. No problem. I pass a customer that was talking. Yeah. He forget about the word of God, what he came to talk to me about. And because my wife Tasha has a nice, I can see her with a nice little jeans pants on her Sunday afternoon, well cut and everything. You understand what I'm saying? It is shaped like a basketball, but it's shaped like a wooden guitar.
What?
Someone come and tell me, oh, women are supposed to wear things that put into a man. I opened up my gate and I told them, let me tell you something. I will not tell you go. But when you see you walk out of that gate, you never come back here again. And I'm not encouraging anybody to allow themselves to come at their home because it's problem they're looking for. Most of them have an eye on your wife already. And they get it, they're waiting for an opportunity for them to say something, you know?
Right.
Oh.
Yeah. So, a good topic, and the lady who called a while ago, I like what you say there, but, you know, even if you don't have to put Jesus in our thing, but, you know, sometimes we have to, in everything, we have to call upon his name.
Right.
And we have to rebuke those fellas, because look, I just understood that there's a pastor that is in prison, or they lock him up for the sake of a child under age. And those fellas have to stop doing those kind of things. Pastor Ben, I want you to come and preach and talk about those kind of things and rebuke those very same pastors, you know, that do those things, Pastor Ben.
Pastor Ben.
You understand? Anyway, continue. I see you time up already, so we'll talk again.
All right, thank you very much. Thank you very much for your contribution. And it's true, you know, sometimes there are a lot of wolf in sheep's clothing out there that calls themselves pastors, and you know, when people genuinely go to them for help, they use, you know, their situation, the people's situation, their weaknesses.
Because if you become vulnerable at that time, so
and
they
take
just prey
advantage
on the, yes, that's true.
But I see we're out of time.
Wow.
We're out of time.
Already?
Yes, already. It was nice having you.
It was nice being
Maybe
here.
you should stop by a bit more often. And we want to thank the guys over at GVD. Javid, you didn't get your good morning. You're supposed to sing good morning to Javid, yeah?
I am. Good morning, Javid. How are you?
Sing
it?
Yes. Good morning, Javid.
Good morning, Javid.
Yeah, see, he's going to fall off his chair now. And of course, folks, you can join us tomorrow, same place, same time, man versus woman. Man versus woman.
Okay.
Right here in Hitz FM, GVD TV. Our time's up. Again, we apologize for the late start, but you know how it is. We're trying to get everything, you know, working 100%. So, folks, bear with us.
Yeah.
We got some more juicy stuff coming your way. And I got to thank Miss Thompson for stopping by. What a beautiful... You lighten up my day. You actually...
Really?
Yeah,
Wow.
You took my day from one level to the next.
Wow.
And I definitely enjoyed having you on the show.
I enjoyed being here.
All right. See you guys tomorrow. We're out of here.